tonight again, even in another.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Next Door. I'm Mia, your host, and today is a special episode because I have a guest.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I feel very important right now.
Don't. I literally called you because you live 2 blocks away.
And yet, here I am, guest of the show.
Guest of the show. Very professional.
I'm expecting coffee after this.
Correct. Okay, Tom, say hi properly. Tell people who you are.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm Mia's friend. We keep running into each other. The park, the supermarket, and now, apparently, a podcast.
Life brings us together.
It really does.
Okay, so today's topic is work. Specifically, how to talk about your job in English. What you do, where you work, what you like, what you don't like. Very useful, very everyday.
Very real.
Very real. Okay, Tom, let's start with the basics. What do you do?
I'm a software developer.
Okay, and what does that mean exactly for people who don't know?
So I write code. Code is basically instructions for computers. I tell the computer what to do, and if I do it right, the computer does it.
And if you do it wrong?
Things break, websites crash, people panic. Nobody is happy.
Amazing. Very relaxing job then.
Extremely relaxing. Zero stress.
I can tell by your face.
The stress is hidden deep inside.
Great. Very important job then.
Very important. What about you? What do you do?
I work in marketing. I'm a marketing specialist.
And what does that mean?
So I help companies promote their products online. Social media, digital campaigns, content. Basically, I make things look good on the internet and try to get people interested.
That also sounds very important.
It is. People don't buy things they've never heard of. That's where I come in.
You make people click things professionally.
Exactly. That's actually a very accurate description. Okay, so those are 2 useful phrases already. I'm a software developer. I work in marketing. Let's practice a few more. Tom, where do you work?
I work at a tech company. It's called Dataflow. We make software for other businesses.
Nice. And how long have you worked there?
About 2 years now.
2 years. Do you like it?
I do. I really like the work. The projects are interesting and my team is good.
What's your team like?
Small, maybe 8 people. We work closely together, which I like. You know everyone, you talk every day, you help each other.
That sounds nice. I work at a bigger company, maybe 60 people in my office.
Wow. Do you know everyone?
Not everyone. Honestly, sometimes I see people in the kitchen and I'm not sure if they work with me or if they're visiting.
Office mystery people.
Exactly.
What's your team like?
Really good, actually. We're all quite different. Our manager is very calm and organized. My colleague Jake is very creative, always has new ideas. And my colleague Sophie is super careful. She checks everything 3 times.
Every team needs a Sophie.
Every team needs a Sophie. She saves us from so many mistakes.
The quiet heroes of the workplace.
Truly.
Can I ask, why did you choose marketing?
Good question. So, when I was younger, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I studied communications at university, and then I got a small job at a startup, helping with their social media, and I just loved it.
What did you love about it?
I liked that it was creative, but also practical. Like, you have an idea, you make it, you put it out in the world, and you can see the results. Did people click? Did they share it? Did it work? You know very quickly.
That's interesting, actually. In my job, it's similar. You write the code, you test it, and you see immediately. Does it work or not?
Yes, exactly that feeling. Instant feedback.
Why did you choose software development? Honestly, I liked puzzles as a kid. And coding is basically solving puzzles all day.
That makes sense.
Also, I tried a few other things first. I worked in a shop for one summer. I worked in a cafe for a few months.
Wait, you worked in a cafe?
For 3 months, yes.
How was that?
Exhausting. I have so much respect for people who do that job. You're on your feet all day, it's loud, it's busy. Customers can be difficult.
Did you have a difficult customer story?
Oh, many. One time, a man complained that his coffee was too hot. I said I could add cold milk. He said he didn't want cold milk. He wanted hot coffee that wasn't too hot.
That's not possible.
That is not possible. But I smiled and said I would try my best.
Customer service voice.
Exactly. The fake, calm voice.
We all have one.
Another customer once got angry because we were out of croissants.
Okay.
It was 6 in the evening.
Sir, the croissants have been gone for hours.
Apparently, that was my personal fault.
Obviously.
That's the job sometimes.
That's the job. After 3 months, you escaped into computers.
Exactly. Computers are difficult, but at least computers make sense.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Okay, let's talk about a typical day at work. Tom, what does your day look like?
So I usually start at 9. First thing, I check my messages and emails, see if anything is urgent.
Is there usually something urgent?
Sometimes, not always. Although I think some people just enjoy marking things as urgent.
Oh, yes, the fake emergency email.
Exactly. Quick question.
And then it's 12 paragraphs long.
With 3 attachments.
And somehow it becomes your problem.
Modern office life.
Truly.
Then we have a short team meeting at 9:30. We call it a stand-up.
Stand up. What's that?
It's a very short meeting, maybe 15 minutes. Everyone says what they're working on today and if they have any problems. It's quick and useful.
We have something similar. We call it a check-in.
After the stand-up, I work on my main project, usually writing code, fixing bugs. Bugs are small mistakes in the code. Or reviewing other people's work.
What time do you take a lunch break?
Around 1, I usually go out to get something. There's a sandwich place near the office that I go to maybe 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
The sandwiches are really good.
Or maybe you just need a reason to leave the office.
Also true, if I stay inside all day, I forget that the outside world exists.
That is very relatable.
Also, I need coffee.
There it is.
I was wondering how long it would take before we mentioned coffee again.
About 10 minutes, apparently.
Reasonable.
And the afternoon?
More work, more meetings, more coffee. I usually finish around 6.
That's a long day.
It is, but I work from home 2 days a week, which helps. No commute, more sleep, more peace.
Oh, yes, the commute. Mine is 20 minutes by subway. It's not terrible, but it adds up.
Especially in the morning when nobody wants to speak.
The silent subway rule.
Everybody staring into space holding coffee.
That's basically the entire city before 9 a.m.
Accurate. So I start at 8:30. I know, earlier than you.
So I start at 8:30. I know, earlier than you.
Respect.
Thank you. I check emails, then we have a team meeting at 9. We talk about what campaigns are running, what's working, what needs to change.
Do you have a lot of meetings?
Too many. That's one of the things about marketing. Lots of meetings. With the team, with clients, with the design team, with management.
I know that feeling.
And somehow every meeting is called a quick meeting.
But nobody leaves quickly.
Never.
A 30-minute meeting somehow becomes an hour.
Minimum.
Office magic.
Honestly, some emails could be one sentence.
Most emails.
Most emails.
Please see attached.
Following up on my previous email.
Gentle reminder.
Oh no, not the gentle reminder.
The most aggressive phrase in business English.
Absolutely. But in between the meetings, I'm creating content, checking numbers, planning new campaigns. It's busy, but I like being busy.
Some people hate busy. Some people love it.
I love it. If I have a slow day, I feel strange, like something is wrong.
I'm the opposite. Give me a quiet afternoon with no meetings and I am a happy man.
Really?
Absolutely. Just me, headphones, coffee, no notifications.
That sounds peaceful.
It is peaceful.
Different personalities, different jobs.
Exactly.
Okay, important question. What do you like most about your job?
The problem solving. Genuinely. When there's a difficult bug, like something that nobody can figure out, and then you find it. You find the problem, you fix it, and everything works. That feeling is really satisfying.
Like a puzzle.
Exactly like a puzzle.
What about you? I love seeing results. When a campaign goes well, like the numbers are good, people are engaging, the client is happy, I feel really proud because I made that happen.
That makes sense.
Also, I like that every project is different. Every client has a different product, a different audience, a different goal. So I'm always learning something new.
Do you ever get bored?
Almost never. There's always something new. You?
Sometimes. If a project is very repetitive, like doing the same kind of task again and again, it can feel a bit slow. But then something new comes along and it gets interesting again.
I think every job has boring moments,
Definitely.
even dream jobs.
Especially dream jobs, probably.
What do you find difficult about your job?
Honestly, explaining things to non-technical people.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
So sometimes I need to explain to a manager or a client why something takes a long time, or why a small change is actually complicated. And it's hard because they don't know the technical details.
You have to translate.
Exactly. Translate from computer language to normal human language.
I have the opposite problem sometimes. My job involves a lot of data, numbers, statistics, analytics, and I find that part less exciting. I'm more of a creative person.
But you still have to do it.
I still have to do it every week. How many people saw this? How many clicked? How many bought something? It's important, but it's not my favorite part.
Everyone has that thing at work. The part you have to do, but don't love.
Everyone.
What else is difficult for you? Working alone sometimes. Coding is quite lonely. You're just you and the screen for hours. Some days that's fine. Some days I really want to talk to someone.
That's why you go to the park in the mornings.
Exactly. Human contact before screen time.
Honestly, that's healthy.
I try.
I actually love working with people. So for me, the challenge is the opposite. Too many people sometimes. Too many opinions. Too many meetings.
Too many quick calls.
Exactly.
It's funny. You want more people. I want fewer people.
We are very different.
But that's okay. Different people need different things.
Okay, let's talk about colleagues. Good colleagues, difficult colleagues, real talk.
Oh, this is good.
Have you ever had a really difficult colleague?
Yes. Not at my current job. My current team is great. But at a previous job, I had a colleague who took credit for other people's work.
Ugh, that's the worst.
It's so frustrating. You work hard on something, and then in the meeting, this person presents it like it was their idea.
What did you do?
At first, I said nothing. I was new. I didn't want conflict. But then it happened again, and I started being more careful, sending emails to document my work, being clearer about what I was responsible for.
Smart. So you showed everyone clearly, this is my work.
Exactly. And eventually, that person left the company, so
Problem solved by the universe.
problem solved by the universe.
Have you had any really amazing colleagues?
Definitely. One of my old managers was incredible. Super calm, super patient, never made people feel stupid for asking questions.
That changes everything.
Completely. You feel safer, so you learn faster.
Good managers are life-changing, honestly.
Bad managers, too.
Also true.
What about you? Difficult colleagues?
I had one who was just very negative. Everything was a problem, everything was difficult, nothing was ever good enough.
Draining.
So draining. You come to work with energy and that person just takes it all away.
How did you handle it?
I kept it short, very polite, but very brief, and I spent more time with the positive people on the team.
Choose your energy.
Exactly. You can't always choose your colleagues, but you can choose who you have lunch with.
That is genuinely good advice.
Okay, last topic. What advice would you give to someone starting a new job?
First day at a new job is so stressful.
So stressful.
I remember my first week at my current job, actually. I was terrified.
Really?
Completely. I thought everyone was smarter than me.
Honestly, I think everyone feels that.
Yeah. And then after a while, you realize most people are just figuring things out too.
That's actually really comforting.
It helped me a lot. When I felt lost or confused, I remembered. Everyone felt this way at some point. It passes.
It always passes.
So, my first piece of advice is ask questions. Don't pretend you understand something when you don't. Nobody expects you to know everything on day one. Asking is not weakness, it's smart.
Yes, so important. People respect someone who asks good questions.
Number 2, be nice to everyone, not just your manager, the receptionist, the IT person, the person who makes coffee, everyone.
Because you never know who is important.
And because it's just the right thing to do.
Exactly.
What about you? What's your advice?
Mine is find your people quickly. Like, look for the colleagues who are kind, helpful, and positive. Those people will make your job so much easier.
Your team is everything.
Your team is everything. A great team makes a hard job feel manageable. A bad team makes an easy job feel terrible.
That's so true. I've had both, and the difference is huge.
My other advice? Don't try to be perfect on day 1 or day 30. Just try to learn, try to help, try to show up with a good attitude. Perfection comes later.
Don't worry about mistakes. Everyone makes them. Even your manager. Even the CEO.
Yes, mistakes are how you learn. Just be honest when you make one and fix it.
Exactly. Nobody is perfect on day one. I think the biggest thing for me was realizing that everyone, even the senior people, even the managers, was new once. Everyone had a first day. Nobody was born knowing how to do their job.
That's honestly one of the most comforting things about work.
Totally.
Okay, one final question. If you could have any other job in the world, not your current job, what would it be?
Oh, easy. Wildlife photographer.
Really?
I love photography. I love nature. I love animals. Traveling to different countries, taking photos of animals in the wild. That sounds like an incredible life.
That does sound amazing, actually.
Also, nobody invites you to meetings in the middle of the forest.
Another excellent reason.
Imagine it. Just mountains, animals, silence.
And no gentle reminder emails.
Exactly.
What about you? I think I would want to be a travel writer. Go to different places, experience things, write about them, and get paid for it.
That's a dream job.
Total dream job. Although honestly, I think every dream job still becomes work eventually.
Probably true.
But for now, marketing and podcasts.
And supermarkets.
And supermarkets. You can't forget the supermarkets.
Never.
Okay, everyone, that is all for today. We talked about what we do, where we work, what we like and don't like, difficult coworkers, meetings, and gave some advice for starting a new job.
Basically everything you need to talk about work in English.
Exactly. Key phrases from today. What do you do? I work in. I'm responsible for. My team is. The best part of my job is. I find it difficult when.
All very useful. All very real.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe to English Next Door on YouTube. Real conversations, real English, real life.
And real guests who live 2 blocks away.
The best kind. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for having me. This was really fun.
See you all next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.